My sister's house was supposed to be a safe haven, a familiar place where I could relax and feel secure. But ever since she married him, that sense of comfort has slowly eroded. The man she shares her life with has always been a complete stranger to me. There was a distance, a coldness in his eyes that I could never quite place. He was never overtly hostile, just absent. Polite but remote. He was never friendly, never made an effort to connect, to be part of the family in a way that felt genuine. Until that one night. That one terrible night changed everything. The house was quiet, shrouded in the deep stillness of the early morning hours. I was asleep in the guest room, a room I'd slept in countless times before. But this time, something jolted me from my dreams. It wasn't a loud noise or a sudden movement. It was a feeling. A primal sense of danger that made the hair on my arms stand on end. I opened my eyes, and the darkness of the room was absolute, except for the faint moonlight filtering through the blinds. And then I saw him. A silhouette looming over me, a shape that my mind struggled to recognize in the disorienting haze of sleep. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat in the suffocating silence. It was him. My sister's husband. Before I could scream, before I could even process what was happening, his weight was on me, pinning me to the bed. His hands, cold and firm, wrapped around my throat. I couldn't breathe. Panic, raw and blinding, seized me. I thrashed, trying to push him off, but he was too strong. I looked into his eyes, searching for a reason, for any sign of the man I thought I knew, even superficially. But what I saw there wasn't anger. It wasn't rage or hatred. It was something far more terrifying. It was a chilling emptiness, a vacant stare that seemed to look right through me, as if I wasn't even there. The next morning felt like a dream, a surreal, twisted nightmare I couldn't wake up from. The air in the kitchen was thick with unspoken accusations and heavy silence. I tried to talk to my sister, my voice trembling as I recounted the horror of the night. But the words caught in my throat when I saw her expression. It wasn't sympathy or concern. It was confusion, disbelief, and then, a slow dawning suspicion directed at me. He stood beside her, his face a mask of innocence. He claimed he didn't remember a thing. He said he must have been sleepwalking, that it was all a terrible misunderstanding. He looked at me with those same empty eyes, but now they held a flicker of something else, a calculated plea for pity. My sister, caught between the man she loves and the sister she's known her whole life, chose him. She isn't speaking to me. She looks at me as if I'm the one who did something wrong, as if I'm some kind of troublemaker trying to tear her happy life apart. Suddenly, I'm the outsider, the liar, the one who is causing all the pain. In my own family's home, I'm the one who feels like a stranger. The silence from my sister is louder than any argument we've ever had. It's a wall between us, built brick by brick with his denials and her doubt. I feel completely and utterly alone, trapped in a story where I'm being painted as the villain. Now I'm faced with an impossible choice. A choice that feels like it could shatter my world, no matter what I do. Do I fight for the truth? Do I risk destroying my relationship with my sister forever, breaking apart our family to expose what he did? If I push this, I might lose her for good. She might never forgive me for what she perceives as an attack on her husband and her marriage. The family I've always cherished could be fractured beyond repair. Or do I choose silence? Do I swallow this secret, bury the trauma, and pretend that night never happened? If I stay silent, maybe, just maybe, things can go back to some semblance of normal. Maybe my sister will talk to me again. But living with that fear, knowing what he's capable of, seeing him at family gatherings, pretending everything is okay. I don't know if I can do that. It feels like a prison sentence, living a lie while the person who hurt me walks free, protected by the very person I should be able to count on the most. Every path seems to lead to more pain. Am I a victim fighting for justice, or am I just a troublemaker destroying my family? I honestly don't know anymore. What would you do? Thank you for listening to my story. If you have any thoughts or advice, please share them in the comments below. And if you've been through something similar, know that you are not alone. There are resources that can help. You can reach out to the National Sexual Assault Hotline for confidential support. Remember to subscribe for more stories where your judgment matters. We'll see you in the next one.